Hi, welcome to day 12 of my 30-day live Facebook challenge. My name is Erin Dixon and I am a transformational life coach for women for Gravity Life Coaching. So today's topic is called Pop the Bubble, dealing with fear and worry. So how I came to decide to talk about this topic was I had a friend yesterday share with me that she was feeling really anxious about something. And what she said was, I feel like I'm in this bubble of anxiety and I don't know how to get out of it. And I said, well, you just need to pop the bubble. And she says, but I don't know how. So that made me think I really want to talk about this today. But moving forward, I'm not going to use the word anxiety. Anxiety is a clinical diagnosis. I am not a therapist. I cannot diagnose or treat anxiety. But it also comes along with feelings like fear and worry. And those I can talk about. And I do have some great strategies. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is I want to share an analogy. So a long time ago, I heard a story. But the story's been told over and over so many times in so many different ways. You've probably heard of it before, but I would probably tell it wrong. So I'm just going to use this analogy. So imagine in your mind that you have two dogs fighting. One is your fear, your worry, your self-doubt, and the other is your hopes and dreams and goals. The dog that wins is going to be the dog that you feed. So if you're feeding into all these fears and worries and thoughts, that's the dog that's going to win. You need to starve that dog and start feeding your hopes and dreams and desires. So how do you do that? Well, first of all, you need to understand and remember that your thoughts are 100% responsible for how you feel. It doesn't matter what someone does to you or says to you, it's how you perceive it. And that's responsible for your feelings, not somebody else or not something that happened to you. It's how you perceive things. So once you start to wrap your mind around that, you start to understand that you do have control over this. You do have control over your feelings because you can change your thoughts. The problem with fear and worry is that we've been feeding that dog for so long that it's automatic. So we don't even know what the thoughts are sometimes. We just know that I know when this happens, I feel worried or I feel scared, but I don't really know why. So your first step is really trying to figure out what are your thoughts that are happening first. What are those thoughts that are coming into your mind that are making you feel scared or worried or afraid of something? And then it's starving them. So how you starve them is you just stop thinking about them. You change the story. So if you start worrying about something that hasn't happened yet or something that's happened in the past, those are things that you don't have control over. Think of times that you've been successful. That's how you shift it. That's how you feed the other dog. You know when you have a dog, if you have a dog, your dog begs, and your dog begs because you feed them. So these fears and worries and thoughts are going to keep coming to you until you starve them and until you start learning to change your focus. So if there's one thing in particular that you're worried about, remember to keep your mind on that thing that maybe you've been successful in the past. I've worked through this before, I can do it again, or I'm really excited about this thing coming up. Really just shifting the focus from what could happen to other positive things in your life instead of staying in that feeling and those thoughts and those worries. Because when you live there, you're always going to feel that fear and that anxiety. Worry. Sorry, I promised I wasn't going to use the word anxiety. Apologize. So I do have a lot of other strategies that I'm going to share in the next couple of days, but that's one. So whenever you start feeling that feeling, remember, identify what are my thoughts and which dog am I feeding? Am I feeding the dog of fear and worry and self-doubt? And probably you are. So remind yourself you need to starve that dog, shift those thoughts, get them over to something exciting, something that makes you happy, a time that you've been successful. And then eventually you don't need to remind yourself to do that anymore. So again, I'm going to talk about some different strategies in the next couple of days, but for today, I have a worksheet attached, and what that is called is Chaos to Calm, and it really helps you start changing your thoughts. If you don't use this strategy consistently, it's not going to work. If you use this strategy, I promise it will work, because remember, your thoughts are 100% responsible for your feelings, so if you learn to change them and move from there, you can change your reality, you can change your feelings, you can change how you feel about things in general. So go ahead and check out that. It's called Chaos to Calm. And again, you have to use it consistently for it to work. Because remember, you've learned how to feed the wrong dog for years now. So now you need to shift your focus, reprogram your subconscious mind, and start feeding the right dog, the dog that you want to win. So one thing is the Chaos to Calm. Another link up there is my Empowering Women Facebook group. Make sure you check that out. It's a great group. It's growing every day, and I would love to have you there. So I will see you tomorrow with some more strategies. Thank you for watching. Bye.